Welcome to Fidan Talk Wednesday night dinner, and we're having lamb kofte, salad and chips. But first I'll change out of my work suit and put on something more casual so I don't get it dirty. Okay, if I knew how to do a cool transition, I would have done like a cool transition, but let's face it, Fidan doesn't do TikTok tricks because I don't know how. All right, we'll get the small side of the grater. We're gonna grate onion and we're gonna grate some potatoes. This is to make the koftes. Now, this is the way my mum makes it. I know there are different variations to make lamb koftas. Everyone has their own way, their own spices, their own ingredients. This is, I don't know, maybe it's the Turkish Cypriot way. Anyway, it's my mum's way, so if you do it differently, don't worry about it. I'm going to grate this, it's quite noisy, so I'm going to grate 2 onions. And then I'm going to grate some potato. Okay, that was brutal, my eyes, but I've grated it. Onion water, onion into the bowl. I once tried to dice the onion when I made kofte. Big mistake. You get these like chunks of onion, so it's got to be really finely grated. I'm just going to peel my potatoes. I haven't measured anything. I don't know. I can't remember the measurements, and I can't be arsed looking up the recipe. So we're just going to wing it. So I use the same thing. Yeah, okay, let's do what's fine. We'll do the same thing. We're going to grate the potatoes. I've got 3 potatoes. Now, I've got finished work on Wednesdays. I pick up the kids from childcare. Mondays and Tuesdays, hubby does, but on Wednesdays, I do. So they came back to my office. I tried to get a little bit of work done, but, you know, they're running amok in my office. So I just left work at 4:30, whatever. So it's 5 o'clock now. That's not true. It's 5:15 now, but I got home at 5 o'clock. So I've got time to make this because the prep is it's a bit of a bitch, let's face it. On a weeknight when we're tired. And I actually bought lamb koftas with honey in them. So I could have just used the ready-made ones, but I also bought lamb mince, and let's face it, I'm never going to use lamb mince for anything other than kofta. So I froze the kebabs that I bought, the ready-made ones, and we're just going to make this. All right, I'm going to grate this and come back. I should say you can get rid of the starchy water from the potato, like drain the water, but fuck it. This is Shortcut Wednesday. We're not doing any of that. When I was growing up, my mum used to feed us koftes with chips, and it was literally one of my favourite meals. So even though it's potato on potato, don't worry about it. I'll give the kids some fries, so I'll put those on now. Koftes are going to be a while. All right, I'll put that on. That half I'm going to cook the koftes, even though I have to interrupt the cooking because I haven't got 2 drawers. Different story. Right, yeah, and some of you might be like, weren't you just at your mother-in-law's house and she has your air fryer? Why didn't you just get it when you were there? Yeah, I know. Completely forgot. I was so distracted by the lemons that I completely fucking forgot. So there's that. All right, let's add the spices. So I just put in the lamb mince, salt. The big hole, people. It feels like ages since I said that. Lots of salt. About a teaspoon of cinnamon. All right, that was a lot of cinnamon. Don't worry about it. Some cumin. All right, that'll do. Some pepper. And the parsley, which I haven't washed or prepped yet. Don't worry about it. We'll do it now. All right. The kids are just watching TV. If you're wondering how quiet it is, puppy's there, cat's there. If you can see cats on the stool, you can see that you probably can't. Cat's there, but they were so quiet. All right, I'm going to wash this and chop it. All right, as I say, I don't have the recipe, so I'm kind of, you know, have this feeling of, have you forgotten something for done? Anyway, whatever. I'm sure it'll come to me. I know breadcrumbs go in there, but I don't think you put the breadcrumbs in yet because that's dry. Doing the wet stuff first. My parents used to have a kebab shop when I was younger. Most Turkish people who work in retail have owned a kebab shop at one point in time. Might be a stereotype, but a lot of my uncles have. My dad certainly used to have a kebab shop, and the smell of fresh parsley always reminds me of that kebab shop. Of useless trivia for you. All right, so I'll chop the parsley. This effort is a bitch, and you know what? Husband today has gone into the office, and he messaged me to say, oh, did you want me to pick up KFC on the way home, save you cooking? Isn't that nice? And of course I said, no, we can't. I have lamb mince in the fridge. We have to use it up. Yeah. Never mind, passing up KFC to cook a home meal. Take that to my haters who say Fidan can't cook and can only use an air fryer and just reheats food. And it's all packaged. Yeah, that's what they say. Never mind. Can't please everyone. All right, now we're going to get in there. And we're going to, I don't know what the word is, mesh. We're going to turn this bitch into some koftes. And like, I know it's really wet. It's supposed to be wet because I haven't added the breadcrumbs yet. And then we're going to make lots of meatballs, or koftes, and we're going to have them with yogurt. I might make a little tzatziki on the side. I feel like I probably should measure, but don't worry about it. Let's just tip some breadcrumbs in there. I don't know, that much. So wet, and this should hopefully make it all come together. And then I know you can add an egg if you need more wet stuff, but it's looking quite good. All right, I'm going to blend it and then put them into little meatballs. All right, this is what it's looking like. Let's see if I make them into meatballs, whether they're going to stick to my hand or whether they're going to be okay. Yeah, I think that's okay. So I'll make, I don't know, the more you make, like the thicker they are, the longer they take to cook. So I kind of want to make little ones. I'll spread them on the chopping board and then we'll start cooking them in batches in my large air fryer. Good thing I have a large air fryer. They'll cook quicker. I'm going to make a quick side salad with the yogurt and the chips. And that'll be dinner. My effort dinner. That's 2 Turkish meals I made this week. Remember I made them all here the other night? And what did we have? Then we had Mexican. So, you know, it wasn't all a Turkish thing. Never mind. All good. I'm going away with my family. I'm thinking of going away anyway for a little mini holiday. And I'm thinking I might get the neighbour to watch the cat. They offered, remember that time I went over my neighbour's house? They offered, because they're cat people, to watch the cat. And then the neighbours over the road offered to watch the dog because they're dog people. Do you think they were genuine or were they just saying that? Because if they're genuine, I could just go and ask them, will you dog sit? Will you cat sit? Anyway, if not, I'll have to try and make other arrangements. All right, I'm going to keep doing this. Okay, I've done rolling them. Now it's time to cook them. I'm going to put down my liner, even though it's for my other air fryer that doesn't quite fit, but don't worry about it. Okay, I've got 15 koftas and there's the chips. Okay, I'll chop some cucumber, some capsicum. Oh, the video's running out. Tin corn, some Tuscan garden. I'll get some crispy onions, crumb feta, okay, let's marinate the salad. We've got some Turkish olive oil. Oh no, is it finished? Come on. Okay. Oh, I hope I didn't waste it. And then we've got half a lemon. What's wrong with me? Squeeze today. This is what happens when you try and do things quickly. You botch it. Botched. Let's not talk about that show, Botched. Okay. That's half a lemon. We've got this salt. All right. Marinated. I'll get the thingy. I've got this ready-made tzatziki. I'm going to boost it with a couple more scoops of yogurt, just 2 more scoops. And that's just going to boost it a little bit with some dried mint, another half of lemon. I ended up squeezing a whole lemon in salad. This is another half because I've got so many lemons. A touch of salt. Did I do the salt already? I don't remember doing the salt. All right, that's the tzatziki. I'll just get rid of the seeds. All right, the koftes are done. Mmm, delicious. Cara went and picked some mint. I'll put that in the salad. And I'm going to put the sauce in their containers. There we go. Dinner is served for the kids. You're giving him the crusty one.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to cook the next batch. Okay, there's my dinner. Delicious.